After years of growth, the global market for personal computers, PCs, was under attack in 2011 from new technologies, smart mobile phones and media tablets. What does this mean for the world's major computer companies like Acer and Hewlett-Packard, for software companies like Microsoft, and for smartphone companies like the dominant Apple and the smaller Chinese company ZTE? Perhaps even for computer games companies like Sony's PS3. What is the smart new strategy? Given all the likely changes in technology, coupled with totally new areas of customer demand, there was considerable uncertainty in the marketplace in 2012. The case for emergent strategies, experimental approaches and innovation was inescapable. But what emergent approaches were right? What were the trends that would be the prime focus? We look at some of the answers under 4 headings. First, trends in the PC market. Slowing growth, commoditization and cloud computing. Second, trends in smartphones and media tablets, including the battle for the software standard and pricing issues. Third, trends in computer services, sharing sites, music, gaming, television broadcasting and information sites. And fourth, we describe very briefly the impact on some individual companies. First, trends in the PC market. After 2010, it was continuing to grow quite substantially. However, much of this growth was in the developing countries like Brazil, Russia, India and China. The developed markets were largely static. Importantly, there was a trend to commoditization in the industry. Companies making products with little sustainable competitive advantage, competing mainly on price. Cloud computing, where storage was offered remotely, was also being pursued as a possible alternative to existing PC designs. Potentially, it would reduce the value added of PCs. There was dispute over whether the PC market was worth 200 billion in 2010 and whether that would continue to grow. And you can read more about these issues in the case. Second, trends in smartphones and media tablets. There's no doubt that the Apple iPhone, with its user-friendly interface and strong applications library, the apps library, transformed the smartphone market. Then along came the Android software from Google to be used in alternative smartphones like those from HTC and Samsung. There was a major software battle also developing over patents at the time of preparing this case. The media tablet was also beginning to transform parts of the industry, again led by Apple. Third, sharing sites like Twitter and Facebook have transformed the industry. But there was also, on the horizon, more from music sites like Apple and Spotify. Also, television broadcasting sites were still in their infancy, but they held real potential for the world's major broadcasters over time. Fourth, we can only look briefly at the impact on individual PC and mobile phone companies. There are more details in the case. Some companies have done very well, like Apple. Other companies have major strategic problems, such as Nokia. And some commentators were beginning to suggest that other companies like RIM, the makers of BlackBerry, may also face serious strategy issues shortly. So what is to be done? One strategy undertaken by the computer giant IBM was to exit the personal computer market completely. In addition, the Swedish company Ericsson has also left the mobile phone market, selling its share to Sony. But there must be other solutions to exiting. Perhaps joint ventures, new products and services, yet more software patent issues. What would you recommend? In particular, What strategy processes for innovation would you employ?